Jae-Suk with the Blue Futon, and out of the Netflix world is another South Korean show, but this one's very different. This one's more of a scripted and not scripted show called Busted Season 1. Are you busted? Let's find out. So Busted Season 1, what's it about? Well, this is a South Korean whodunit show. Think of this as an escape room, but fleshed out in the Korean landscape. So what do I mean? So we have these 6 or 7 actors, comedians, K-pop stars who are detectives in this world, and what they do are solving these random crimes of like K, C, and why they have the chips in their neck and stuff like that. So it's supposed to be a silly thing of like there's some stuff scripted of like they get this packet of someone got murdered at this scene, so you need to solve these puzzles at XYZ at these different locations around Korea. And you do have stage actors that play the murderer, the victim, and stuff like that. But the unscripted comes in to where when they're solving the puzzles, when they're interacting with these actors who are the whodunit characters, are you guilty, are you not guilty? And it is a fun, silly time. That's all I could say with this. Busted Season 1, I was laughing. I was having a good time. Yes, there is some negatives with the show. So we'll start with some negatives. Negatives, some of them are too long. I understand what they're trying to do with the escape room aspect of, solving this. There's just solving a mystery and everything like that. Doing a math problem, having all the stuff around the room and trying to get out. Ceilings raising, pie in the face, water puzzles, and stuff like that. And it's super fun of like just knowing these people because they're trying to be detectives. They really are. And some of them are just not smart. And I think that's the funniest part of like you have this comedian. He's kind of the lead detective. And we have these 2 ladies and we have this guy who's very serious. And we have a younger K-pop guy who's very competitive, which I would probably be that young K-pop guy for being very competitive. But you just have very different personalities. And then there's a really tall Korean. He's in life. If you watch Korean shows, you would recognize him in a heartbeat. I don't know a lot of the singers or comedians, so those were new. But the main actor, or the tall Korean actor, you recognize him in a heartbeat if you watch any Korean shows. He's in a lot of stuff on Netflix. So I say that's the negative, is some of the scripted stuff is just too weird and too silly, like this vampire one and stuff like that. And sometimes it goes a little bit too long. Something like an hour-and-a-half episode, you're like, damn, I understand why this is like a weekly episode one to, recharge the batteries. But I did binge watch Season 1. But man, this is some funny stuff of like, you understand the scripted stuff. You're like, ooh, okay. But when the unscripted stuff happens, of these real reactions of what these actors, K-pop stars, and comedians have to do, and them trying to solve a puzzle together. Because there's one where they had these smart detectives versus the dumb detectives, and that's them. And they have to like, they're battling with each other. It's just funny. It's just fun, lighthearted stuff that you have to smile at and just have a good time with. Because, man, some of these stunts they've did to do is pretty hysterical with like a snake, a pie in the face, a water stunt, with these pages on the, counting page or something like that. And how they're just dumb luck guessing because they really don't know what they're doing. But it's just silly stuff. And the story, of course, the story's kind of in the back end of like, oh, who killed K? Who killed C? Who's the murderer? But overall, Busted is just silly, fun escapism that just works as a whole. And I recommend it. I'm going to watch Season 2 and 3 as well just to see where this goes. Does it go with the K route, the C route? Or are we kind of going a different story when we progress through these seasons? Because I heard Season 3 is the last one. But Busted, it's a silly time. And if you want to just laugh at these people trying to solve puzzles and stuff happen to them, you're going to like it as much as I did. So Busted Season 1 will receive a 4 out of 5 Blue Futons. It goes at 80%. So see the critics' news scores gave Season 1. So Busted Season 1, there's 1 critic review. I don't know yet. I got to look down. But audience score 100% with 7 of them. And the user review, and the critic review did give it a positive. So yeah, I can't give it 100% because, like I said, some stories are too silly. I wish some of the scripted stuff wasn't too serious because it goes into this weird territory of like, it doesn't flesh well with the unscripted stuff. Like the funniest one is like the Rita pole bar or pole dancing one, hysterical. But there's other hysterical ones I can't think of. Like there's this one awesome one where they have a flag and they're waving. I know for a fact some of these actors just sprinted to the exit because they didn't know what they're doing. And I bet you the producer's like, hey, dude, you just gotta turn around and act like you're being captured because you gotta solve this next puzzle of what's happening. But do you agree with the one that's a positive? I don't know what the score is, but so we'll go with the 100, 180. Jae-Suk in the Boo Futon, like, comment, subscribe. One of the things, Buftopia, Buftonians, thank you for watching, have a great day. And I'm watching The Guest right now, so my next Korean TV show, holy shit, The Guest. How I've not seen that sooner. But I'm still like 5 episodes more to go.